Hello friends, welcome back. My name is Ramon. How are you today? Here we are again at the end of 2020. I'm going back and reviewing all the skincare that I've tried, giving you the tea on what my favorite skincare items from each different category are, and I've gone through every single category up through sunscreens, and actually already gave you my top mineral sunscreens of 2020. But what about my regular sunscreens? What about just the I need a sunscreen? What am I going to reach for no matter what the day is? Sunscreens. This is the video. You guys gave my mineral sunscreen review a lot of love. Thank you guys so much. That video was very well received, and while a lot of my channel is all about mineral sunscreens, especially for those for brown skin and especially those for deep, dark, tan skin, real talk, in my book, it's not all about mineral sunscreens. I actually really do not like mineral sunscreens. I just review them for this channel. But I got the opportunity to try a lot of different sunscreens this year, and a lot of them really stood out. And these are the sunscreens I just reach for no matter what the day is, no matter what the mood is. These are sunscreens I know are staples. They're not gonna fail me, and they fit whatever mood, occasion, or situation I'm in. So these are like the top of the top of the top of the tops. But before we get into it, make sure you hit the subscribe button and notification bell so that you know when I post more skincare, sunscreen, fancy related content on my channel. Give this video a thumbs up, and down below, what are some of your favorite sunscreens of 2020 of all and any category? What are your thoughts on the ones I'm going to talk about in today's video? Let me know. But to top all that off, I'm actually doing this video in collaboration with a good friend of mine here on YouTube named Lateef Saka. Make sure you check out his channel, his Instagram, his Twitter. It's all going to be linked on screen and down below in the description box. He's also doing his wrap up of the top sunscreens of 2020 for him on his channel, so make sure you go check that out. Let's get into it. I have a lot of different options in front of me, and they're all just kind of all over the board. So I figured I would just categorize them. That's going to be what the chapters are down below on the little timeline. So if you want to go to a specific chapter, feel free to. But I'm going to be starting off with some of my just standard holy grails. I've had these in my routine for a long time, even before this channel. And these are just sunscreens that I still go to, still reach for no matter what. And there's really just two right now. And that's going to be the Biore Aqua Rich Watery Sun Sunscreen, as well as the Same's Eco Earth Power Aqua Sun Gel. I've had these for a long time. I've talked about these from like the very early start of my channel. They are just tried and trues. The Biore Japanese sunscreen, alcohol based, so it sets down mad quick, super lightweight, super hydrating, and it features a really good mix of old school UV filters and new school UV filters to just create a very nice high coverage but lightweight, still very moisturizing sunscreen experience. One of my favorites to use for the summer just because again it sets down really quick, it sets down super lightweight, still leaves you nicely moisturized, but also a great canvas underneath makeup. And then the Same's Eco Earth Power Aqua Sun Gel, again tried and true for years now. I discovered this in Korea and it was one of the best finds I've ever had in my entire life. I buy this in bulk if I can when I can get my hands on it, and it's just again a really nice moisturizing sunscreen that's super lightweight, light as air on the skin, great protection because you have some of the old school filters paired with Tenosorb S, so you get really nice high photoprotective broad spectrum protection, and it just feels good, smells good, looks good on the skin. One of my favorites for every and any occasion, one of the most versatile sunscreens that I own. Next category is going to be Japanese sunscreens, and for a second I was doing a little mini series on me testing out some really high profile, highly acclaimed Japanese sunscreens, and I have a couple favorites to talk about. First and foremost, I'm going to be talking about the Skin Aqua UV Super Moisture Gel. This is just one that I really like. It's very similar actually to the Same's Eco Earth Power one I just talked about, in that it's a super lightweight texture that's very moisturizing, sets beautifully on the skin. It's super lightweight, so it sinks down almost instantly. And it just makes my skin look very bright, very radiant. It's water resistant, and this packaging itself is like the bigger size, and I bought this for like what, $10, so it's super affordable as well. Great option. And then you have the Hada Labo Extreme UV White Gel SPF 50+, PA++++. Pretty much all these are SPF 50+, PA++++. Again, this one, interesting texture, interesting packaging. This is very much in line with like everything in Hada Labo's line. It's very hydrating on the skin, makes your skin look very plush and hydrated and supple. But again, very lightweight. This is a little bit more of a lotiony texture. If I had to compare it to anything texture-wise, it's actually kind of like the Pareto sunscreen in my opinion, but it sets down super lightweight, leaves my skin very supple. Both of these again have nice mixes of more old school UV filters as well as the new school UV filters like the Uvanols, the Tenosorbs, to give you very high photoprotective, very broad spectrum, very photostable UV protection. So no matter what, I know especially in high UV index, these are going to keep me protected. They're going to look good on my skin. They're not going to sit heavy. So these were great finds for sure. One of my surprise favorites of the year, and actually came about by happenstance because I was talking about the Kylie Skin and Supergoop similarities, and a friend of mine, Nick Zimmerman on Instagram, was like, actually the Kroger brand sunscreen is very much a dupe for the Supergoop, and therefore it has to be similar to the Kylie one. And I tried it out and I actually liked it a lot more than the other two for a lot of different reasons. First and foremost, it's affordable. It's like $10. You get more than double the amount in the Kylie sunscreen, and it sits about the same, if not better, on the skin. It's nicely moisturizing but super lightweight. It's blurring, it mattifies. The texture of it's really pleasant, and it's very long wear, water resistant. So for all that together, I was like, this is a steal. It's great bang for your buck, and it's really accessible because you can order from Kroger's website. You can just buy it in Kroger stores if you're based in the US. If you're not based in the US, You're out of luck, sorry. But it was like the biggest surprise hit of the year and I was really into it for a while. And the next category is gonna be my favorite mineral sunscreens of the year. I have a whole video talking about these, so I'm not gonna go too in depth, but these are basically my top 5 of the year. First and foremost, I have the Kinship Self-Reflect Sunscreen. I actually just reached for this again the other day after testing it and kind of using it repetitively since I first reviewed it. And I was like, you know what, I forgot this is a really good sunscreen. It's moisturizing, but it sits lightweight on the skin. It looks amazing on the skin. I was a little bit more compromised. That's why I reached for this, because I knew it'd be moisturizing and soothing. My skin just looked amazing and it helped to maintain my skin's moisturization throughout the entire day, so much so that I was really not shiny at the end of like a 10-hour day. Forgot how much she slaps, but she's a good one. I have the Access Y Complete No Stress Physical Sunscreen from Access Y. This one was a recently reviewed sunscreen as well, and this one just, again, sat on the skin so nice, made my skin look really good. A nice natural matte finish. You have really high protection with this considering you have a nice percentage of zinc in the sunscreen, but it's also paired with really nice soothing skin barrier repairing ingredients, which again is really nice to have when your barrier is compromised, you need more moisturization, or you have more sensitive skin. This is overall, like the Kinship, a very approachable sunscreen. It's very, very inclusive in my mind. But it's not only just inclusive for a wide range of skin types, but also a wide range of skin tones. It's very, very forgiving in its cast, and overall, I just had a really positive experience with this. I'm really excited to use this during the summer though, because that more mattifying finish is gonna look great in the hot London heat, I've heard, so stay tuned for that review. I talked about the Access Y sunscreen, which I don't have right now, but again, super lightweight, really unique gel texture that just sinks into the skin, no white cast, nice natural matte finish that lasts throughout the day. It worked beautifully in the Chicago summer, and I'm still waiting to get it shipped from the US, but I'm really excited to see how it wears here in the winter, while my skin's a little bit more dry and dehydrated because I have high hopes, but it's one that I know I can walk out the house and I'm not gonna be clocked for wearing it. And my top 2 mineral sunscreens were the Sunbum Tinted Face Sunscreen, as well as the Cocokind Daily SPF. Both really great sunscreens, just very different in how they worked. Cocokind's more moisturizing, gave my skin a nice supple radiance, and again, it had a really nice appearance on my skin. No white cast, wore great under makeup. And then you have the Sunbums. It's mattifying, it's blurring, it's still moisturizing on the skin, but it just diffused a look of texture and imperfections, wore beautifully under makeup. And so both of them worked great in the summer. Both of them just have very different looks and feels to them, but overall both are ranked top 2 for mineral sunscreens. So with all that being said, that was pretty much all of my favorite sunscreens of 2020. But before I get into my number 1 favorite sunscreen of the year, I'm gonna cut to Lateef for him to talk about his real quick.
Hey guys, my name's Lateef. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, what else is there? YouTube, at Lateef Saka. So obviously I'm collaborating with Ramon. We are here to talk about our best sunscreens of 2020. And I'm going to just kick it right off with saying my favorite sunscreen is is the Keep Cool Sun Essence. Absolutely love this product. I think it's great. I think it's one USP for me is that it works amazingly with dark skin, which is a really big thing when you think about sunscreen. No white cast, you're not really out here looking like Casper the Ghost, and for me, that is its true selling point. When I think about the other ingredients, it has niacinamide, which is great for, restoring your skin barrier as well as brightening. It has centella extract, which is good for, antibacterial, anti-inflammatory properties. And generally speaking, it's so lightweight. So unlike a lot of sunscreens which leave you kind of feeling greasy or heavy, this just really soothes into your skin, which makes it great. In terms of UV filters, I know a lot of people are concerned following the Purito scandals. This uses 2 UV filters, uses Tinosorb S, which is an amazing broad spectrum UV filter, providing protection from UVA and UVB rays. It really takes the quality of a sunscreen to a really high standard. Additionally, it also has Uvinol A, which protects you from, UVA rays, which of course do not cause burning, but they cause damage to your dermis, which refers to the lower levels of your skin, which can affect the aging, and ain't no one trying to look old out here. So obviously, thank you to Ramon for bringing me on his channel. Like I said, you can follow me at Lateef Saka on Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe and check out my stuff. Peace out.
So after all that has been said, going through all the different categories of sunscreens that really stood out for the year, my number 1 favorite sunscreen of 2020, one that just really stood out to me, did a lot for me, one that I was very shocked by, and one that set the bar super, super high for every other sunscreen I'm going to be trying out, as well as one that I plan to repurchase for a very long time, and that is the Keep Cool Soothe Bamboo Sun Essence. Again, another recent review, but this one I saw so much hype for, and I'm like, what's this hype for? Why do people keep recommending it to me? Why is this on social media so much? It's worth it, point blank, period. This just has Basically, think of the sunscreen who must not be named, Purito, and take all the best elements of that but make them better and add more to it. The formulation for this just works so much better for my skin. This sinks into my skin but leaves such a nice moisturized but yet soft matte finish. The filters for this, instead of the ones used in Purito, are Tenosorb S along with Uvinol A+, so you're getting very high photorestrictive values, very broad spectrum, very, very photo stable, and very, very high up in the UVA range, which is very important to me. Paired with a lot of things that are gonna be really soothing and repairing and strengthening the skin barrier. You have centella, you have skullcap root extract, so many things that I love about K-beauty formulations, all packed into one sunscreen. It's not the most affordable, but I know for Black Friday, a lot of creators are talking about buying this on sale in bulk because it was on sale for like $15. So when you can get it in bulk, if you can get it on the cheap, stock up while you can. But this is definitely a favorite. This is one that just seems so versatile in how it functions because it moisturizes, but it gives me a nice soft matte finish, but it's so lightweight and it works in every single way and capacity I could want it to. And that is why, hands down, the Keep Cool Soothe Bamboo Sun Essence is my #1 2020 all-time favorite sunscreen, period. She brings it to you every time. And with that, that's been this year in recap from every single category leading up to this. This has been like the most requested, most hyped up video besides my mineral sunscreen review. But I think this one, again, is just a lot more inclusive. It really just encapsulates my entire year of sunscreen experiences into one, a lot of different highlights as well as staples of mine. So hopefully this has been the most definitive ranking of sunscreens you've seen. Again, these are sunscreens based off my specific skin type, skin concerns, my wants, my needs, and everything in between. And with that, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you go follow Lateef. Go follow him on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok. I don't know what else he's on. Big shout out to him and thank you for collabing on this video. Go check out his video because I also make a little guest appearance in that as well. And then down below in the description box, what are your thoughts on the sunscreens I just talked about? What are some of your favorites? Because I want to know, because based off whatever you guys recommend, I come up with some bops, some bangers. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't have tried this, and it's #1. So thank you for that. And thank you for watching, guys. Bye.